We got a CEO that is too serious for this cringy game. The CEO that likes black coffee. The CEO that misses incompetence. The CEO that has one of the best team in the game. The CEO that ate really Eagle and Green Earth. The CEO that came in Black Hole Rising and that should have become the main villain in Dual Strike, but they missed the mark in Dual Strike. Regardless, you guessed it, this is the bird. This is hawke. Here's my thoughts. Listen to me. Don't judge me. And I see you in the comments. I see you. You will judge me. You will blame me. I won't really read any deep analysis telling me I'm wrong. This is my opinion. This is my take. As a player that played a lot, that doesn't mean I'm good. I just have a lot of experience to base my own judgment on. As I said, I'm not the best player in the world. Far from that. But even the best players in the world can be wrong. Even the best players in the world can lose. So why should I bother trying to be the best when I know people will beat me anyway? Even the first in the world, I'm pretty sure he had a few defeats. Even since he became the first, I'm pretty sure he had a few defeats. Not a lot, but I'm sure someone was able to bring him down. So with that being said, here's my hot take. Here's my weird take. Hawke should be tier 2 and not 1. Now, here's the why. Olaf and Drake can hard counter Hawke. You'll tell me, oh, but why? Why? They get their super more often, and they will give a better push before he is able to do the Black Storm. Now, Black Storm is no joke. It's really good. But it's very late, and this is his weakness. But this is also fine, because if he had a 8-star Black Storm, it would be too good. 9 stars is the perfect number for his Black Storm, because this is a very, very strong super. Now, depending on how long the game will be, usually hawke will come on top if the game is very, very long. If the game is short, good luck for hawke to build his meta enough to do a good Black Storm. Just like Eagle. Eagle and hawke are pretty much the same, but hawke is a bit better because he got no weakness. He got a day-to-day 10% buff. Now, Black Wave, its power deals 1 damage globally to all of your opponent's units, and it heals 1 HP to all of your units. So it's global damage, global heal. It's super, it's the same but on steroid. Global damage to all of your enemies. Global heal to all of your troops. So this is a better hyper repair, a weaker hyper upgrade, of course, but think. Your opponent loses 20% of his army, you win 20% of yours. Now, how to counter hawke? Make sure you finish off unit. Do not leave units alive. If you do, they will come back stronger because of Black Storm. Now, some people will tell me, he hard counters Sasha. Depends on the caliber of the players. On an even level, it can go either way. The first player that surprises the other one will win. Or the first player that does a huge mistake will lose. This is how it goes, Sasha versus hawke. Sasha can deny hawke's power for very long, and she can have a very early advantage because of her 10% fun on her day-to-day. So Sasha versus hawke, it can go either way. Now, of course, hawke will be a bit better because firepower, especially near the end, is really important. It's really good. And later on the game, the funds don't really matter that much. So only longer games term will come on top because double damage, not just because of firepower. But I go too far. Now, how to counter hawke? I have Rachel. Rachel does well. You could be surprised because Rachel super can come very early before hawke can use his super. So hawke will use one super. Rachel will already have used her super as well, and she will probably charge a lot of matter and get a second covering fire before hawke can get his power active or even the super. So this is a good matchup in Rachel's favor. I know it's a hot take. I know hawke has a much better day-to-day than Rachel, but Rachel's super comes much earlier in the game, and if the Rachel player is good enough, he can take a good advantage, a good lead earlier in the game. Now, if your game goes longer, if your game stretches and is very long, hawke will always win because global damage always win longer games. Except if you're really far behind, then it's another story. But on even field, global damage tend to win more often because global damage is that broken. Now, hawke for a long time, he was one of my favorite CO. I really enjoyed him. And then Advance Wars by Web came. I play him here and there, but it's not my favorite CO because there are so many COs that I find more interesting to play and that require more skills to play, in my own opinion. hawke is pretty simple to play. The website of Advanced Wars by Web, as you know it, rank hawke tier 1. And I could understand some argument in the other side that don't agree with me saying he should be tier 2. But here's the thing, hawke is a really, really slow CO. And if you place him against Vomble, depending on the map, if it's a small map, Vomble will have a huge advantage because he has just a better day-to-day. And their super are not that far apart in terms of cost. If it's a bigger map, then hawke becomes stronger because global damage is better than Ex Machina. If you play against Javier, it depends on when you are getting your super. If you're able to deny him a con tower, if you're able to keep your con tower, because Javier is really good. When he has one con tower, he's really good because he has the early power that can increase both defense and offense. So this is really good. This is really strong. So here are my thoughts. hawke, good CO, fun to play, but I find much more COs more interesting. So hawke, worst nightmare. Rachel, Olaf, Drake, Andy. These 4 CO I mentioned are hawke worst nightmare. Now, Sasha to some extent, if the Sasha player is better than the hawke player, the Sasha player will win. If it's an even game with players around the same level, it can go either way. First mistake, first surprise will win or lose. I did 2 games back-to-back with Advanced Warrior, hawke versus Sasha. I was Sasha on both, he was hawke on both. The first one, he surprised me with a rain of bombers and he destroyed me and he won. The second one, he tried to do the same. It did not work and I won by a lot. So with that being said, hawke, what are your thoughts? Now, if you make it in deep analysis, I won't read. Sorry, but I'm not wasting my time on deep analysis if your opinion is different than mine, because I know people will have rant about my thought on hawke, and I don't care about your rant. This is my video, this is my own opinion. So if you want to share, I will leave it there. It's fine, I respect everyone's opinion and comments. I never delete any comments. If a comment disappeared, it means that person took it off on her own. So with that being said, feel free to comment and disagree. I'm just not patient for people that won't agree because I know my opinion is different. And I know my experience as a player is different than yours. That's the point of a content creator. Don't be on board with everyone else. So like, comment, and subscribe for more. Have a great day.